Sure enough, walk around. I know that. I seen one. I had to walk around.
Yeah, I wanted to come look at it, man. So let's just say, hypothetical stuff like this. You probably shouldn't have brought me with you. This is a brand new truck. Just needs a couple of mirrors, just a couple of things. We brought it all the way from North Carolina. Look right here. Power steering. Look at this. Got a nice grill. Look at that. Look at how nice that is.
I like that right there.
We're gonna polish that.
What side is it?
Forget it.
It's over here, but I'll wait till we get.
Yeah, they ain't gonna reach that.
I'll wait till we get it off. You got a hole in your hose.
Oh, I got plenty of holes in it. That new air compressor burnt my hose.
Blowing up, yeah. Lay you little white on here.
Look here. Got my ashtray. It's even got a few cigarette butts in this one.
Hey, I bet that's Bones himself.
Bones is a smoker. I got a head unit we can put in it.
Let me fix my visor.
All right, let's see how we can do this.
Let's touch your bill a little. Yeah, turn it back a little bit.
I don't know. I think I may have it thrown here. How about that?
It's complicated.
You can turn it back a little bit. You turn it back a little bit. All right. You going straight to the back?
Hey, wait a minute.
Whoa. Boy, we want a back door.
Oh, son, look at that. I love this truck. I don't ever remember now why I quit driving for it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we got something exciting. We got something new. We got a 1969 Ford F100. We went and picked it up. We hauled it in. The engine's got a bunch of stuff took apart on it. We don't know that much about it, but we're going to show it to you, show you what we got. We thought it'd be fun to see if we can get this thing running, get it driving, getting it running around, maybe make it our shop truck. Who knows what we can do with it? It's got a lot of potential. It's got a long way to get there. These old trucks are a lot of fun. Everybody loves them. If you love trucks, you love the old ones, and this one's seen its better days, but we're going to see what we can do with it. So I think first things first, we'll show you the motor, we'll show you what we're up against. It's going to take a good bit of effort to get this thing running. So that's enough talking. Let's start working.
Hey, you looking for a job?
Look at that.
Is that a straight shift or man?
It used to be. Look at that. Look at that. Moco.
First on race day.
This is
Down on the road dead.
Look at that.
first on race day.
Look at that.
Bring it in on the trailer. That's what I said.
Look at that. That's good stuff.
Get in our chip, let's see what you look like.
I told you to look at this.
Don't play that now.
Look
It
at
ain't a coil pack, but it's a coil.
Look here. Here's a fuel pump. Look at that.
Let's see.
Wonder why they had this off.
What is it?
The manifold, both of them. Distributor's outlet right there.
You reckon they just put that in there?
Just stuck it in there?
Yeah, the motor.
Damn. There ain't nothing hooked up. Like, but there really ain't nothing to hook up on these things. Like the transmission.
The only thing about these, don't look at the.
Is that good? It don't have no starter, does it? Have to get that on the list.
You have to use a rope.
Yeah, it's got a starter.
Yeah. Where's the battery? Stick it on there, turn it over.
So,
And let the water in.
look at ground. So real quick, we're gonna reach down in here and see if we can get that starter off. And maybe go to town and get us one, because I don't think that one's any good. And we've gotta have stuff that works. We just gotta have stuff that works. That's all there are to it. So let's see if we can get it off there. I love these big trucks. They got lots of room. This engine, I don't know if it'll ever run, but we're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Rocking the old school with the 9/16 here. Maybe we can get it from the bottom down there with these extensions. That would be really nice. I think we got it. Look at that. Let's test this thing. We got to get battery. Come off a Honda. Don't know that it's on a Ford right now. No go. Old school, man, old school. Yeah, she's no good. We'll wind up burning something up. So let's just take this thing to town. Let's get a new starter for this truck. Check that out. Brand new starter from Napa. We're gonna stick him right down in that hole. See what we can come up with. So we got our bolts. Let's get this ever put in there. If we can reach it even. I like these big trucks. A lot of room. Come on, you big starter. Heavy, heavy. Whew. This one started some starters. Come on, Mr. Starter. So what we gotta know is if her work's gonna pay off. That's what we want to know. We don't have a switch. We don't have a key. We don't have a solenoid. We really just don't have much of anything just yet. But we got a brand new starter. We got a couple of cables. So why don't we hook this thing up and just see if the motor spins? Because if the motor spins, that's a win. Motor spinner is a winner. That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna hook a ground cable up here. Maybe we got a ground cable that we can hook up. I wish I would have got a new battery terminal when I was at the parts store. Completely forgot that. But here we go. Well, that was no good. So here we go again. Part number 2. Had to borrow a few cold cranking amps from the Tundra. But now we're gonna see if we can get this sucker to just turn over. That's all we wanna do. We just wanna turn it over. So here we go. Sparks flying. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! Woo! Pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, it worked. Now, we try to get a new solenoid down at O'Reilly's in Napa in every place. We got ourselves a new ignition switch coming. Evidently our little Honda battery, he just don't have enough horses to do what we want to do. Good news is she does turn over. That's good news. It's great news actually. So it turns over. Maybe we can get it running. Well, the good news is we got our solenoid in. We had to go to 3 different parts stores to get it, but we got it. We got this solenoid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this swapped out. We also got our new distributor, so we're gonna try to get that put in. And we also got our exhaust manifold gasket, so maybe we can get the exhaust put back on. We may have some bad news on the carburetor. I don't know if we got the spacer, but we're gonna keep on working on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this, we're gonna go ahead and put this on, get the distributor on. We're gonna get this truck running. I hope to get it running. So we might as well just take this off, get a new one on. That's what we gotta do. We're gonna just pop this thing on here. Well, not like that, we're not. This one, that was a 3/8. You never really know. Somebody swapped it out. Some metric something. Oh yes. We got a brand new solenoid here. And he's gonna go right there. And we were right. He used the wrong bolts, but that's okay. As long as we got a wrench to fit them, we can put it right back on without any issues at all. So this is our ground back for our solenoid back to this body. So we got to get everything good and tight. Should probably clean it just a little bit behind there, just to make sure everything is good. I'm really liking that. We'll get this side good and tight. That's looking really good. And then this cable is going to go on right there down to our starter. We've got some brand new nuts and washers. We don't want to put the rusty ones on. We got plenty of rusty. Plenty of rusty. So we'll put this one on here. Get him all snugged up. So we went ahead and picked up some new exhaust manifold gaskets. And I cleaned up this exhaust manifold pretty good. It looks pretty good. We got, you know, just straight pipes right now, but I want to fire it up. So why don't we go ahead and see if we can stick these exhaust manifolds back on, just get that done. So hopefully y'all can see, you can see what I'm doing here. I bought a couple of bolts. These are not heat treated bolts. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Be all right, we'll swap them out later. Probably, you know, if the motor winds up being good, we're gonna put headers on it anyway. You know, he wouldn't want headers. That looks like the top on the right hand side. They should be the same actually, but we're just gonna make sure. And that's the top. So yeah, they're gonna be the same, but that's all right. We'll have all our gaskets for this thing. Hopefully y'all can see just like that. That is our plan. Look at it just like that. So we're gonna get this short bolt in there, hopefully. Just again, get them started. That's what we really want. We just want it to start. Because this old truck is wanting to bust out some carbon really, really bad. Really bad. So we got one in the front. Now if we can just get one in the back started. Look at that. We'll have her going our way. It is going our way. And this right here, put some tape down through there. That is really sharp and it will cut you. Them in the middle are longer. So I just keep striking out on the bolt bind. But maybe we can get enough threads in there to just hold it. Because we didn't take them off. So we just have to do what we have to do. We got that side all put in. That's looking really good for a 70s 302, 289, whatever she is. We'll run the numbers. It's supposed to be a 289. We went ahead and bought us a brand new distributor. Supposed to come with some new plug wires and all that good stuff. So I got the exhaust manifolds in. I was short a couple of bolts for that driver's side. That's the way it always goes. But right now I got the motor turned up on top dead center. It could be, it's on number one, but it could be off 180 degrees. Man, look at that. Look at that big old distributor and all those spark plug wires. So we're definitely gonna get it turned up on number one. We're gonna check it all out. Gonna put a little grease on this gear. Looks like it's already got a bunch on it. Whoa! Man, I was not ready for that. It was like, boom, here we go. Was not ready for it. Let's get it unplugged right here. Get it all sorted out on number one. Okay, she's all loose now. And the cap is good. Okay, we got that number one situation figured out. Like we're gonna do it. We cleaned out our hole just a little bit. We gotta clean out that hole and make sure there ain't nothing in it. So I'm gonna put a little grease on this O-ring, and I'm gonna put a little grease on this gear. The engine hadn't been ran in years. You want everything to be good. So we want everything to be lubricated. I tried my best to get the rust out of there without sanding it because I didn't want that grit to go in there. So I just used the rag. And you see right here, I got my number one marked right there. So here's our number one. So that's way back along to it. It's got to be right in there. It's got to be right in there. Got to be. And we might could pull it down. I'm going to try to pull it down just to kind of put a little pressure on it. Get that O-ring to seal. It really feels like it's hitting the intake. No, it's not. This should be good. Should be good.
Don't be out here on earth now.
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere, but you gotta have keys. Busy?
Got everything looking perfect with this thing. So I'm gonna put this back on to being in time. So then we can latch everything back down. It works really good when you get the right screwdriver. Everything's locked down. We got it pointing toward number 1. And this one right here is gonna be 1. And I think that one's 8. And I gotta look up the rest. So while we were out, we did pick us up a new battery at Walmart. We needed this battery because our little Honda battery just didn't have enough horses to go. So I did pick up some new ends for it too. I'd really like to just see if we can get the switch working. That would be awesome. If we could turn the switch on and get it working. We gotta get our bolt out here. And we're gonna fix some supper. Look at that big blue. Look at that big blue distributor. Thing's bigger than the truck. Because this cable's shit, not in a moment. It scared me a little. We got this battery. It's got all of that stuff. Who even knows? Which is probably half of it goes to the ignition. But at least we can check our solenoid this time. Because this cable's a little bit, would you say that's a little bit long? Okay, so that's that. And then, I mean, what are the odds? Because I did buy this new switch. So what are the odds that this thing just gonna work? Next to none. Yeah, it got nothing. But we got all these wires everywhere too. You know, they've hot wired this thing, which we don't even have a hot wire coming in here. So it can't work right now. I mean, it definitely should work. I know it's not working. Man, I'm feeling really good about this distributor and how far we've come. So I printed this off the internet. It's a firing order for this truck. So I think I'll just tape him up right here. And that way, we know how to wire these spark plugs up. Just kind of get it going our way. I don't like it way up there. I can't see it. So let's move him. Let's move him right here. That way we know exactly what we're looking for. We've got these wired GM08 spark plug wires. So hopefully they all fit. And we're going to try to just connect up our distributor and then get this firing order all wound up. Looky there. Found the plate for our carburetor. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try to get all of these spark plug wires put on. We might as well open it up and get started. I mean, I really want to know if this thing's gonna run, because if it don't run, oh Lord, I hope we don't have to crimp a bunch of ends on a boot. I'm just super excited. I'm fumbling around with these things. I can't even. So we don't need a coil wire with the HEI. We got our coil built right in. So there's another one. So those two, we can shave those for later. And then this is a pretty short one. So we'll plug him in right there. Right there. So we're going to number 5 next. This one is number 5. So 154 and number 4 is all the way at the back on this side. We're going to grab just a pretty long one for that, for number 4. So we've got number 4. And I don't know if I showed y'all, check out our new carburetor. That's where we're going after this. Apologize for the squirrel moment there. Squirrel! We're supposed to be going to number 4. 154. 1542. Definitely. That one needs to be short. 1, 2. 15426. And 6 is over here on this side. Let's see if this one is the one that we need. Much better. 15426 3. We'll have to make this neat. If it runs, we're going to make it neat. We're going to make it absolutely awesome, amazing. So 1542637 So that is 8 for sure. Let's go ahead and jump to the carburetor. Check this thing out. We got a cheap 2-barrel carburetor. We didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a carburetor right now. We just want to know if it runs. And this carburetor, you got to have this spacer plate. And I just lucked up and found this one today. It was a good find. So we're going to go ahead and stick our plate on. And I got a brand new gasket, but I don't want to put it on just yet because who knows what we're going to have to take back off. And then I'm going to use this gasket on top of that to try to get this thing running because we don't even have the fuel tank hooked up or nothing. This is just, we don't even have a radiator. This thing didn't have a radiator when we got it, but we do want to know if it runs. The people we bought it from said it did at a point in time. I don't know when that was. That is beautiful, beautiful. If we just had a way to fasten it down. Just going to snug up the carburetor just a little bit. Found 2 nuts. That's all I could find in this whole place to get this working because we're gonna get it running. And it might not be today and it might not be tomorrow, but it's gonna run. Snug that carburetor up. Ooh, I'm getting a little giddy. Got this ketchup for 96 cents at Walmart. This is the good stuff. Okay, it's going back just ever so slightly. Is that all it's got?
Yeah, it's to the floor.
Okay. Man, we have been working like crazy on this old Ford truck. It's only been with us just a few short days, but look at the progress we've made. We got all them plug wires on. We got our carburetor on. We just got through temporarying up the ignition system. None of this is working yet. It's gonna work, but I got some high octane gas up in the ketchup bottle, and I'm just gonna try to fill up the bowl, which I'm too short. Where do I fill up the bowl at? Do you know? Yeah. I hope it ain't running right down in the motor. All right, we got a little bit of gas in it. I don't know if we need a fire extinguisher, but we're going to try this thing out. This right here, that's power to our distributor, and this is going to be power to our starter. So here we go. You want to see if we're making any fire? All right, coughing back through the carb.
A few moments later.
So here we go. Come on, big 289. Woo! Transmission good. But you know what? That's all right. We're gonna sort all this out. Everything is 100% on this truck. We might just here real quick, try to fix this transmission line, fire it back up, check on the oil, see if, I heard some stuff going on. I don't know what it was. I just know it sounded really good for, just a few short minutes. It made me really, really happy. So why don't we see if we can fix this, fire it back up and see what we get. Oh. crystals in.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to put in the crystals.
All right, here we go. Well, listen to that starter. Woo! Man. That sounds good, dude. Finally, this truck is alive. It's alive. We couldn't be happier with this thing. We said that we was just gonna keep working and keep working and keep filming and keep working till we got this thing running. It's been sitting for years and years and years and years. You seen behind the truck, we blew the dust mites out of this thing. We let the stuff loose. We got her busting carbon. This carbon is so old, we might have to carbon date it. But this truck sounds really super good. So the next step, I've got a radiator out here in a Toyota Corolla. So we're gonna borrow that radiator. We're gonna get everything fixed up. If you like videos like this, and you like seeing the challenge and the struggles of us going through this stuff, drop us a like. It helps us out. We do appreciate each and every one of you stopping by and watching our videos. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Real Orange Wires. We always post there before YouTube. So we'll catch you next time in the '69 Ford F100. We're out.